This guy right here, he came all the way from Minneapolis. I want you to give it up real loud for Alex Suave. Give it up for Alex, everybody.
How's it going? How are you doing tonight? Yeah, fuck yeah. This is so fun. I'm excited. I got off my Facebook a little bit ago. Well, like years ago. Anyone still on Facebook? No one. No one's excited about that. I'm glad I got off of it, but I'm a little bummed out. It was a little bittersweet because I had to give up my favorite hobby that I developed during the pandemic, lowballing rich people on Facebook Marketplace. It's my favorite thing to do. Someone from like the Upper West Side would be like, oh, I have this Corinthian leather couch that I bought from Italy. It cost me $10,000, but I'm only selling it on Facebook Marketplace for $5,000. I'm like, 50 bucks. I did that and no response for 3 weeks. And then 3 weeks later, she reached out to me and she's like, hey, actually, I'm just replacing this couch with a more expensive couch. Do you just want the couch? And I'm like, no, I'm good. Go fuck yourself, actually, it turns out. I used to have longer hair, but I had to cut it because I was tired of straight men hitting on me from behind. Right? It doesn't take much, right, ladies? I like drop my phone, whip my hair back, you know? See a bunch of rubberneckers like, oh, we're not gay, you know? Doing that shit. No, I had to cut it. This is when I knew I had to cut it. One of my good friends came up to me after like I dropped my phone or something, and he very aggressively tapped me on the shoulder and whipped my head around, and he's like, oh, sorry, bro. I thought you were a bad bitch with broad shoulders. I was like, thank you, I think? I don't know. Ouch, also? Ouch a little bit. All right, we're having fun. I'm half Japanese, if you can't tell. If you're like, is he? Yes, I am. A little skeptical, right? I'm half well, technically I'm half Okinawan. Really, Okinawans and... She's like, no, sorry. How dare you? No, it's okay, it's okay. It's different though, right? Okinawa used to be its own country, and then like in the early 1900s, Japan was going to like a bunch of other countries and islands, and they're like, well, we're all Asian here. We know what colonialism is, right? They were doing that shit. Usually I perform in Minneapolis, and it's all white people. I don't have to explain what it is. But yeah, she's Okinawan. It's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. She didn't know anything about American culture when she first came to the United States. So the first time she hung out with my white grandparents, she just thought they were talking about, I mean, when she was hanging out with them, they were talking about soap operas. And my mom just thought they were talking about people they knew. She was like, oh shit, blackmail, infidelity, murder? I was pretty lit. It was pretty cool. All right, I don't know about that joke anymore. Feel a little bit pull back. My mom would always get on me about being single. Right, Asians? Come on. Everyone. She would get really like, in like these weird ways. Like Okinawa won the gold medal for karate in the first Olympics where they had karate. And she called me up and she's like, Alex, did you hear that? Ryo Kyono, he won the gold medal. It's amazing. And I'm like, yeah, it's really cool. And, and she's like, you know he's the same age as you, right? And I tried to like brush it off, you know. I was like, what a cool fact about, sounds like a cool guy, you know. And then she goes, yeah, the only difference between you two, though, is that he's married. I was like, Mom, you think if I was married, I'd have a gold medal in karate? What are you trying to say here? My brother's also half Okinawan. We have the same parents. But he's kind of like rebellious. My mom didn't want us to get tattoos growing up because she thought that we would join a violent street gang. Like, verbatim, she was like, "You're gonna join the Yakuza." I was like, "Mom, we're in Iowa. We're the only Asian people, Japanese people specifically, within 100 miles. We are the Yakuza." But it's crazy. My brother, he got a tattoo, and then he actually ended up joining a violent street gang. Isn't that crazy? It's pretty famous. Have you guys ever heard of the National Guard before? All right. You guys have been great. Have a wonderful night.